Hi guys, welcome back again to yet another episode of Triple N Network. I'm very happy to have you guys here. If you've not subscribed, again, I remind you as always, click on the red button below here. Subscription is free. Last time we told you that, yeah?
It is free, it's not charged.
It is free, it is not chargeable. Yeah, but you'll have supported the work that I do to just make sure that these recordings come here live. You'll have supported the entire team that is here. We shoot with, by the way, if you have forgotten, with WBT Creative, that is a team that I work with to just ensure that we bring you these episodes every Friday without failing. So last time we'll put the link of the last discussion that we had surrounding insurance, and we didn't finish. We had promised to bring you a part 2 of that discussion, and that's why we are here today. Today we're going to discuss about life insurance, and in case you didn't know, this is our guest. She can reintroduce herself. She's not new here. Yeah, over to you.
Hello guys, my name is Endo Endorsement. I am a financial advisor. Yes.
I didn't even know that. Every time you surprise me with new information. Yeah, she's a financial advisor. So if you need any financial advising services, this is your to-go-to person. I think I'll also be looking for those advice and those sessions here, so that I can be given information one or two over here. So today we're going to discuss about life insurance, and that is what Wendy does. She's a specialist in that area. So I want her to bring us that information, because I know many young people, even those who are working, even old people, are looking for this information because people want to make investments. I mean, who does not want to make an extra coin here and there? Better yet, who does not want to make money when they're sleeping? Yeah, so who better to give us that information other than Wendy? Yeah. So karibu sana, take us through what is life insurance.
Life insurance. Okay, thank you so much, Nipa. As I said earlier, I work with the insurance company. In the insurance company, we normally have various products. The various products that we are dealing with, it's about financial planning. In financial planning, we have here life assurance. Life assurance, like insurance cover that you are taking for you to, it's about spreading risk, risk and protecting individuals. Maybe it's a risk that you yourself cannot handle alone. So you have to share the cost of the risk with an insurance company. Yes, so insurance like a pool of investment that is put aside to handle risk. Yes.
Okay. All right, so can you tell us maybe the different categories that are there under? I know last time you really broke it down to us very well, like in terms of what is general insurance. So maybe today you can take us through what are the categories under life insurance, so that a layman can understand.
Okay, normally categories under life insurance, we normally have it's normally life insurance, normally about long-term investment.
All right, so you can proceed to take us through life insurance and any other investment options that are there.
Yes, so we normally have investment plan, the short-term investment plan, and we normally have long-term investment plan. So when it comes to short-term investment plan, there are this product, it's normally called money market. Have you ever heard about money market?
Yeah, I have heard about money market. I have tried to get into money market, but I know my audience, like me, probably don't know about it and would want. And I think as you're shooting here, one of our crew here has hinted that amekuwa akisikia kitu sana, hata anataka kujua hiyo ni nini, hiyo money market ni nini. In fact, interest yake main ni hiyo money market. So I'm hoping through this episode, him and other people like him can be able to learn.
So money market is like investment or saving plan where you can access your money at any given time, and at the same time, money market, you can deposit amount at any given time. At the same time, you can withdraw your money at a given time. So it gives you the flexibility of depositing at any given time and withdrawing at a given time. At the same time, as you withdraw or deposit, your money is growing. And normally, money market can help individual to realize certain goals. For example, money market, you find money market. Nilikuwa nataka kuita ICA.
Tungekat tu.
Hapo kwingine nimeita DigiTrust. Sija talk about DigiTrust. Okay. So can we continue?
Mm.
Yeah. So money market, enables you to assess your money at any given time, and money market will sort your immediate and emergency goals. For example, money market, in the market, normally the interest range normally ranges from 8 to 10% annually. Yes, so you can't get less than what you deposited earlier. So it's your money, you see your money grow, you see your money grows. At the same time, money market, the interest is normally compounded in that we will give you the interest on top of the other one that we had given before. We'll not be giving you interest on the amount that you deposit, but it's something growing. So we normally give a compounded interest rates.
So say for example, I had 10,000. I have deposited that 10,000.
Yes.
Nikapata interest ya 1,000. Sasa hiyo pesa imekuwa 11,000.
Yes.
So the next interest yenye napata ni ya 11,000.
Yes,
not for the 10,000.
Yes,
so that is what you mean when you say compounded.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just breaking it down so that in the event that there's someone who's listening to this and they really do not understand what compounded means, they can be able to understand. So you guys have had like, it is done on the total amount that you have as at that time, not the amount of money yenye uliingia nayo
initially.
Yes. So if you had put 10,000, ukapata interest ikakuwa 11,000, the next interest that you will earn is on the 11,000 and not on the 10,000.
Yes.
Good.
Then money market, the interests are not normally constant. Maybe today we'll be giving at 8%, the next day we'll be giving at 9%, the other day we'll be giving at even 8 point something. So it's something which is not constant, because it's also depend with how insurance company is progressing in the market. So I will not promise you that we will be giving you 8% every day or 10% every day. It will keep changing. And the moment I will be telling you like we will be giving you 20%, I will be lying to individual, because it is our doubts idea. So the insurance company is also trying to get something so that we can share equally. Yes.
Oh, I hear you. Enyewe ni kugumu everywhere, because even at the end of the day, even insurance is a business.
Yes, a business. Yes,
I hear you. All right. So when you say I think there are two things I always get confused. Mesema one,
yes,
it is annual.
Yes,
like that interest 8 to 10% annually.
Yes.
But then daily, there's this daily aspect. So how does it really work?
So normally, if I say the interest rate that you normally give is annually, that is for a whole year. But if you want to get the monthly, then you have to divide by 12, so that you can know how much will I be getting per month. At times it can increase, at times it can decrease, depending on the market rates. Yes, but it will not go less than 8%.
Okay. End of the year, tuseme ndio nitakuwa nimepata 11,000.
Depending on the rate,
the interest rate. So I'm giving that as an example. So if now nilikuwa nimeweka 10, sasa imekuwa 11.
Yes.
So interest yangu at the end of the year will be based on the 11. Yes, because there's the daily aspect. I think there are two things. There's the daily aspect, then there's the annual aspect. So just break it down.
We have the daily aspect. Like today, you will find us giving 8.6, 8.4, 9. So we will do it like we will narrow it down per month. This month or this week, how much are we giving? It is something to say today. Let's talk of today. Today we had awarded 10 shillings on top of her saving. Tomorrow maybe it will be 2%, unless you may maintain hiyo maybe 8% for a whole month. But normally it keeps changing.
Oh, sasa ni kama ni prorating. Sasa nitapata hiyo interest yangu yote pamoja nikitoa kesho. Yani itakuwa imeaccumulate over time.
So normally interest are normally awarded by the end of the month. So maybe that one hawatawaambia hii leo tulipeana ngapi, but you will only realize by the end of the month, like in next week. If you check, you will check the total amount that was given last month. Then from there you will minus from the amount that you will be given this month.
Ndio ujue ni pesa ngapi ulipata.
The pesa ngapi nilipata this month.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Makes sense. I think even for me that one I've really understood. Because I think the misconception that is normally there is that people think ikisemekana ni 8% per day, anataka yani leo ni 8%, kesho tena 8%, tena hivyo sio itakuwa sasa ni too much.
Maybe wiki tunapeana hata 9%, the next week we'll be giving at 10% or 8% or 8 point something or 9 point something. So it keeps changing. Yeah. Like size unaona bei ya unga imetoka tu from nowhere. Maybe next week government wataturumia itaenda
100. Yeah, I went to the supermarket the other day and I was quite shocked because
uko na yule msichana halilia huko Naivas akipiga nduru kutoka akipiga nduru. Bei ya unga imepanda.
Yeah, I think it's just crazy. It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
So that is on investment plans, yeah?
Yes, so normally money market can also help you sort some of your things. For example, maybe you are saving in a money market and you have like emergency. It will give you the flexibility of withdrawing your money and sorting the emergency. Maybe someone is sick and you didn't have a medical cover and you've been saving in a money market. You'll just go, uchukue pesa, ulipie mgonjwa. For example, like right now, maybe I can be planning, I want to build my home in the next like 3 years, but I don't have that cash at hand. So I will open a money market account and start depositing the money. So it will be a short-term goal for like 3 years. 3 years is a short-term goal. So in the next like 3 years, your money will have grown interest. So you will get, at least you will get somewhere you can be getting money and you constructing your home. So it serves a short-term goals.
All right.
Yes.
I think that is very well explained, and if you guys actually want more explanation even on this, you can always leave the questions below here. I'll tag Wendy along so that she can be able to respond to some of them as they come. So feel free to just always type in the questions that you would need more clarification on. All right, so now moving to life assurance, you can take us through what life assurance is and maybe give us examples and tell us why we need it.
Okay, pertaining life assurance product, we normally have medium-term goals and long-term goals. For example, if I talk of medium-term goals, education plan is normally falls under medium-term goals. At the same time, it can fall under long-term goal, depending on the years, depending on the policy term, the year you had signed for. For example, if I say education policy will run for 10 years, education policy will run for 8 years. But there are these ones which has earlier partial payments. So for example, you do a 10-year plan, but you will start getting your partial payment after every 5 years. After 5 years, not every 5 years, after 5 years. So when policies reaches 5 years, you qualify for the first payout.
Okay.
So yeah, so there's this one with the partial payouts and this one without partial payout, depending on how you want it as an individual. At the same time, depending on the age of the kid. At the same time, depending on the stage when you want the school fee for the kid to be paid. So when I talk of medium-term goals, we have insurance company, we have education plan which can serve a medium-term goal. For example, you have a kid who is like 1 year, 5 years, no 1 year, 2 years. So maybe you need the school fee from the fifth year. So maybe you can consider the education plan which will give you flexibility in terms of partial payout or payment. So maybe you'll say, my kid is 1 year plus 5, she or he will be 7 years or 6 years. So from the 6th year is a kid who is in grade 1. So normally 4 years PP1, 5 years PP2, then 6 years grade. So immediately your kids join grade 1, you have school fee already. And we normally urge parents to start as early as possible to have education cover for their kid. For example, even the unborn qualifies to have education cover.
Oh,
yes.
That is good information. I didn't know that, because most of them, like even accounts, they don't accept for people to open, like unless the child is already born.
So that is a knowledge you've realized today.
Yes.
So normally, what we normally do, the unborn can be given education cover. So immediately when the kid is born, we do an endorsement. So endorsement is where we will give you a document to sign and to fill the details of the kid, then we will do it to the system. We will put it to the system.
Also the jina yake and all those other details.
Plus blah blah blah.
Age, sex, blah blah blah. Like biodata tuseme.
Yes. So from there maybe mzazi alikuwa amelipa policy maybe for 2 years na mtoto ndiye amezaliwa. So unaona by the time mtoto anafika maybe grade 2, grade 3 hivyo, already that person is sorted in terms of school fees. Yeah. It's like lipa mdogo mdogo. Like for my case, my education policy for my son, it's hitting the 4th year because I did it is even before planning to have a baby. So it will give me the flexibility in terms of school fee payment. At the same time, it will give me an easier time depending on the amount that I was paying.
Let me ask you just for clarification's sake. So for instance, I have taken the one for 5 years.
Yes.
So after you 5, tuseme nilianza before my child was born.
But partial payments start from the 5th year.
From the okay, yes. I hear you. So you need mid-term.
It can be classified under long term or medium term,
or depending on when you want to start taking the payouts. Yes. Okay, I hear you. So one, let me just clarify. So kama ni long term inamaanisha ni kama ni 10 years. So wewe unataka kungoja tu mpaka 10 years. Hii ya medium term ni yenye tunasema the policy is for 10 years, but you hope to start taking your payouts at 5 years.
Yes.
Now if for instance I had a kid, I don't have a kid, but I want to start paying for that education policy because in my bigger plan, I know that eventually I do want to have a child.
Yes.
So I start paying mapema, mtoto hajazaliwa, so nimeshalipa for 2 years.
Yes.
On my 3rd year, the baby is now born.
Yes.
Then, 2 years from then, already nimeshafikisha 5 years. So I already start getting the payout.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I don't have to wait ati mtoto ameshazaliwa ndio ningoje sasa 5 years. If I had already started paying before.
So it depends with what you had signed earlier. As the company will give you the money and will not do a follow-up what you've used the money for.
Yes. I get that. So the clarification I was seeking is, it means that as long as I have done 5 years, hata kama 3 nilifanya before mtoto azaliwe, na 2 after mtoto amezaliwa, bora nimefikisha 5 years, then the money will be given.
Yes.
So I think even for me, by the way, that's like an aha moment for me, because I feel like that is information that I didn't have, and this is very good information. And you guys, if you're out there and this is something that I feel like if I had that kind of information and that kind of understanding, this is a product that I would have probably gone for, because I feel like it is in many people's hopes that they can have children, me included, and this is a product that I would probably have taken would I have understood it the way that you have explained.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
So that was a medium term investment. At the same time, normally for this education product, we normally advise parents stroke guardian, if you want your kid to go to a good school, maybe group of school, your kid to study outside the country,
and all that,
you start it mapema. At the same time, you up your premium. Yes, for example, premium is the amount of money that we normally pay monthly. For those who will not get the term premium. Premium is the amount you contribute. You can decide to contribute that money yearly. You can pay for a whole year. You can pay it semi-annually. You can pay quarterly. You can pay it monthly. So it's flexible for an individual or a parent or a guardian. So normally we advise parents, if you can afford it and you are in a position to do it, at least go for a good premium, which will also give you good maturity, which will also give you good partial payment. Because the lowest amount someone can pay per month is normally affordability. For example, if I normally say, if someone is determined to save for the kid, they will. For example, Mama Mboga. Mama Mboga who is just well organized. Akona fruits, akona mboga hapa, akona kila kitu around, skuma bla. So mimi nitamwambia enda tu soko, chukua avocado ngapi? 3. Na hizi 3 kiuza ni ya school fee ya mtoto. Because that 3 maybe will give the person 70 bob. So 70 bob per day, if you times with 30 days ni 2,100. So 2,100 itashinda mwenye ako determined anataka kusevia mtoto education policy. So it is something watu wanaonanga tu na watu wanaignore, sema I can't afford, but the lifestyle they are living, they can afford.
Ukiangalia really someone can afford.
In real sense someone can afford. For example, these boda riders in town, they normally danganya you ati uko ni mbali na anapiga tu na wewe kona moja
tu unashtuka
kwa ni 200. So if they are determined to save for the kid, only 100 bob per day. 100 bob per day in a month will give you 3,000. So 3,000 will give you something, at least will pay for the school fee for the kid. At least hata maybe uko mbeleni kama utakuja kuongeza from your pocket, but uko na msimamo. So hata uko mbeleni ikosekani, you can even afford to take your kid to just a good day school. Nowadays kuna day school poa sana and people perform. So if someone is determined to educate their kid, they will.
Yeah. All right.
Now these short-term investment or short-term life assurance plans, they also still give the parent or the guardian protection in terms of if death occurs, insurance company will continue from where the parent left. For example, if the policy was to run for 10 years, the remaining years, for example, the parent had paid for 4 years, we will do a waiver of premium. So the rest of the 6 years, it is insurance company to pay for the policy.
Okay. Yeah, I hear you.
Yes.
Initially, I thought when they used to say that now the insurance will pay, I thought that now it will pay forever.
No.
Or it will pay for the remaining 6 years, the maturity yako iende kufika.
For example, if you did a 8-year plan, because that insurance product which you can get for 8 years plan without a partial payment, you just sign a 8-year plan without partial. So you will wait for 8 years. For example, the parent had money to pay even up to the fourth year. So it's remaining for 4 years. So the insurance company will pick from the 4th year up to the 8th year. Immediately policy nagonga 8th year. So if parent had signed, because we normally, when it comes to payment, you can decide to get the money lump sum once, ama you can get the money annually, or you can get the money per term, depending on what the parent had signed before. So immediately policy mengia the 8th year, you stop paying the premium. So you start receiving, if it was yearly, you will receive it for 4 times. So we divide maturity by 4. So if it was 500,000, or maybe if it was 1 million, 1 million divide by 4 will 250. So every year we'll be giving you a check of 250. But if you want to do it lump sum, utapewa hiyo 1 million once. So when you want to do it per term, we'll narrow it down. So if it was 250 per year, we divide by 3 terms. Normally terms has 3.
A year has 3 terms.
A year has 3 terms. Yes.
So let me ask you. So after your 8 years, nimepata hiyo pesa yangu, nimelipa kama ni school fees ama ni nini. So that means if I want again to benefit, I take another one.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I normally advise parent, if you are in a position, if you're in a position to have a cover and you have money, maybe for education plan, you should be having 3 different policy running for the same kid, if you can afford. One which will sort primary, the other one which will sort secondary school, the other one which will sort university. Yes. So if one can afford, I will advise for 3 policy for one kid. Now that our premiums are normally affordable, I will advise, for example, if we do a 8-year plan, if you started earlier, started planning for the baby earlier, even before the baby is born. For example, if we can do 8 years for primary, 12 years for secondary, and 16 years for university. So you will be paying 3 different policies at the same time.
But why would you do 16 years for, or maybe 12 for high school, yet high school is 4 years? Ama ni juu ina combine?
Okay, for example, if the short term is 8 years, na ulianzia mtoto mapema,
ataanza kupata pesa mapema.
Bataanza kupata pesa mapema. Utakuwa umeanza kutumia. So immediately hii policy ya primary inafika the 8th year, ile ingine imamachua. So ile ingine, so every time wewe utakuwa unapewa pesa every year. Because for example, hiyo ya 8 ikifika the 8 year utafuta first payout. then the 9th year second payout, the 10th year third payout, then the 11th year the last payout for the primary. So hiyo itakuwa imeisha. So immediately inaingia the 12th year which you had signed for secondary, unaanza kupata first payout, the 12th year.
So you are ever receiving money.
You are ever receiving money.
Kwa ile pesa yako kidogo kidogo yenye uliweka.
Unajua siku hizi hakuna arambe because saizi nifa maybe saizi nisizi kukwambia umejua mtoto wangu amepita sana na join for one, maybe you are doing your master, you are doing your PhD, and nowadays unapata parents wanasoma sana kushinda watoto.
Yeah, everyone is going to school.
Everyone is going to school. Who will do a nini? Who will form a WhatsApp group for you for arambe? Everyone is going for school.
And then now everyone is doing that masters, is doing that PhD. It's not like kitambo there was only one person doing PhD. So like wacha kila mtu wa support.
So umejua kitambo mambo ya shule ilikuwa ni communal. Unaona huyu mtoto wananyia amesoma at least ataraise hii community. Watu wanasema mimi wacha niuze ng'ombe, mimi wacha niuze mahindi. Siku hizi hakuna hivyo because nowadays even we don't know some of our relatives who will be helping you. That is where you find depression coming in. Mtoto amepita sana, hawezi enda shule. Now you are in a position, there are so many people who can afford policies, but they just leave. If they hear about insurance, they become skeptical. Oh, siji nini, but insurance they can afford. For example, saizi tusiko term ya election. If you do a 10-year plan for your kid, ni mwenye ataenda presidency for marambi. President, term mbili ya president. Na is normally inakimbia sana.
Na unajua hata actually if you divide it so that you get it on the 5th year and again another 10th year, like I mean like it is very much possible.
Yes, and this education policy at the same time, normally when it matures, it is normally tax free. We don't tax any insurance product. It's a government initiative.
I was actually coming to that, like, is it taxable? Is it not taxable?
It is not taxable. The way you mature, even ndio inapewa. Government normally encourage individual to have these covers, at least watu wajipange. At the same time, we normally give also 15% tax relief on your total contribution. So normally saizi sinile mwezi wa return. I did even everywhere kwa status, if you have a policy with me na either sahau mko wengi, please just say hi and I will remember to send you your premium certificate. Premium certificate ni ile unapewa na insurance, then you unatouch na P9 ya mali unafanya kazi,
alafu unapata some relief.
Unapata some relief.
Hata kama walipangi watu hiyo pesa.
No, like right now Nifa, I'm talking from me alone. From my own not even experience. Yes. Right now I'm waiting for a refund. Na hii refund inakuja inandi. When Makai insurance will be expiring, it will help you to renew. And it's a good amount of money. If I can screenshot for you, if I go to the office and log in, you will find from the time I joined ICA, this is my 5th year. Yes, I've been receiving this money. I've been receiving this money every year. As long as umefile vizuri and it become a negative. If it is a positive, KRA wanakudai. So you go to someone mwenye anajua kufanya hizi vitu, because akifanya vibaya, KRA the moment umekewa ile positive, hawatataka kujua. You will have to pay that money ndio mwanze ilikuwa. So from my own experience, I normally say mimi huwa napata pesa. I don't know how to do it, but I normally pay someone to do it for me in our office to do it for me. So like this year I'm waiting for 30,000. 30,000 is a good amount of money.
It's a good money, true.
Yes.
True.
So kama ningekuwa
if
kama
you didn't have that information, like
aware, singo hiyo pesa inaendanga. Yes.
In fact, sisi wote hapa tunafaa tuchukue hizo mafomu tujaze very fast. Benji. You see?
So unaona, as much as you are saving for the baby, but at the same time there is a amount government
through education policy. So probably you can take us through the next one that is there.
There is this saving plan in insurance company where it can serve a long-term goal and the short, medium-term goal. For example, if the policy was to run for 10 years, you will get partial payment in between. For example, if the policy was to run for 10 years, The third year you will get the first partial payout, which is the access of your money. The sixth year we will also get part of your money. Then the 10th year, which is the last year, you will get part of your money plus total accrued bonuses stroke interest. Yes.
So that is now at the very end.
Yes.
Okay.
So if it is 10 years, we divide by 3. So third year, sixth year, 10th year.
Every time unapata some money.
You will be getting some money. At the same time, it is a saving plan, but it will also offer you tax relief of 15%. It will also
like
offer you, like the education policy for the kid. It will also offer you tax exemption on maturity. At the same time, you can also take a loan against it. Yes, maybe you are planning to go to take your family for a holiday. You've made a holiday before. Nasema this time I'm getting this partial payout. Let me treat my family. Umeenda. Maybe ulikuwa unapata partial payout when you didn't have a medical cover. Say, hey, let me do this one. Itusaidie kwa medical cover. So unaona, it can also sort your emergency. At the same time unaweza sema, nimekaa na hizi vitu zangu sana kwa nyumba. I want to change the television, the VT, blah blah blah. Carpet, so if you get the partial payout, unaweza furnish nyumba tena.
Na pia kama uko na emergency, you can apply for a loan.
You can even apply for a loan. Okay. Yes. Ni like almost hizo features zake almost ni same like education policy. But our education policy adds inbuilt waiver of premium. Inbuilt waiver of premium in that if the parent dies, it is a inbuilt waiver premium in that insurance watalipa up to the end. Okay. But this other saving plan, if death occurs, compensation ni immediately. But education policy, you the parent nifa ulisainia mtoto education policy. Sasa ulisign like 10 years and death occurs in between. We will compensate by the end of the policy term. Yeah, atuta compensate immediately because to be compensate immediately, watu watapiga sherehe. Watu wanasema huyu ni mtoto wa sistangu, mtoto wa bradhangu, nitamsao tuko mbeleni. Then mbeleni ikifika watu wanakwama. So unapata at the same time umeprotect your loved one. Hujui kesho iko nani? Hujui kesho iko na nini? So I can encourage parents, our policies are affordable. Wachukulie watoto education policy and it is flexible. On maturity you can decide to have it at lump sum, uichukulie yearly ama uchukulie termly. Then mode of payment you can do it monthly, it's flexible. You can do it quarterly, you can do it semi-annually. At the same time you can do it annually. Okay.
So we've talked about education, or we've talked about money market, we've talked about education policy, we've talked about savings plan.
Yeah,
we're talking about
which has partial payments.
Which has partial payments.
Then there is this saving plan which does not have partial payment. I can call it savings stroke investment depending on an individual. Maybe to me 1 million nikipata it's a whole world, but to you 1 million nikipata nasema
ni pocket change.
So to some people will call it investment, some people will call it saving plan. So for these ones will also give you the life cover. All these education policy, easy saving plan with partial payment, saving plan for 10 years without partial payment, all of them will give you life cover. Life cover ni ile wewe mwenyewe nifu umechukulia mtoto policy ama umechukua saving plan ama investment plan. If death occurs, insurance will have to pay the beneficiary. So unaona una enjoy hiyo life cover. It is you are saving for your future. At the same time, if anything occurs, your family is sorted.
So let me just cut you short. So you've said for the long term one ndio unapata your life cover pia.
Even the medium term.
Bado unapata
so life cover. So I told you we can categorize education policy as a medium term ama long term depending ulichukua for how long. Ama ulichukua ile yenye kuna partial payment. Kama hii saving plan yenye pia kuna partial payment, tunaweza categorize kama medium term ama tunaweza categorize kama long term depending on the number. Because if you do a 15-year plan, we will start giving you the partial payment after every 5th year. The 5th year you will get the first partial payment, then the 10th year, then the 15 years.
So what is a long term and what is a short term? Like who qualifies for that life cover? Nikichukua ya how long?
every policy, these policies
all of them
other than
zinapata
general
hiyo benefit,
insurance ziko na
na
life
hiyo
cover.
benefit. Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anything to do with anything that is subject to an human being has a life cover. So education policy iko na life cover, saving plan with partial or without partial iko na life cover, and also I'm going to talk about pension, which also has a life cover.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank
you. I was talking about the saving plan without partial payment. It will give you a good lump sum. Yes, it will give you a good lump sum because you didn't assess your money in between. Ni pesa tu ulikuwa unaeka na unaongezwa ile interest. Yes, and there are these interest that we normally give annually and this interest that we normally give by the end of the policy term. Yes.
Okay.
So every year you will be receiving your bonus statement. This year we have awarded you this one. This year we have awarded you.
So unajua tu vile ina.
Yes, yani you see your money growing. So unaona at least maybe in the next 10 years ulikuwa unataka kujenga rentals, maybe in the next 10 years ulikuwa unataka kujenga kwako, maybe ulianza kama uko 20 years. 20 years plus 10 ni 30 wewe ni unaown nyumba. Kama ulianza na 30 years plus 10 unaown nyumba. At the same time your family is covered and protected. Yes. So when it comes to pension we normally have two pension plan. We normally have the corporate one and the individual one. You get me? The corporate one, ama the institution.
Which is paid for by an institution.
Yes, you paid halfway and the
institution pays something, like depending on the percentages that you have agreed
depending on the company at the same time. So we normally have two type of pension, the private pension and the corporate one. So when it comes to about pension normally runs depending on the retirement age of the individual. But for the private pension, okay, let me talk about private pension first. For private pension, it will depend on your age. You yourself, you will determine at what age do I want to retire. Okay. For example, I am 20 and I want to retire in the next 25 years. I will give you a plan that will run for 25 years. At the same time, will tell me I want this policy to run for 25 years, but I want maturity of even 10 million, 5 million. So from there, I'll do a mathematics to know how much you'll be paying per month.
Okay.
Yes, so it gives you the flexibility. And about the personal pension, you can also reduce the term before maturity.
Oh, okay.
So maybe ulisema ami nataka kufanya kazi up to 60 years. No, ushachoka. Unasema you just write for them to reduce the
number of years.
The number of years. Because for example, even it was last week kwa Citizen TV. Nilikuwa na watch news. Walikuwa nasema between 7 to 10% ndio wamejipanga for pension.
Yeah, I actually watched that thing.
Uliona?
Yes, I watched that statistics and I was like, where we need to do better.
Yes.
Especially even if you're running business ama uko corporate, especially if you're in business, because corporate they're taken care of. If you're running business, you might not have the energy kila siku kuwa up and down. So it would be good for like someone to decide that I want to retire at 40 or at 50.
At 40, at 50. So they were saying between 7 to 10% on the individual are not prepared. The only thing they know to do ni kuitisha extension. You will be extended for 3 years. For 3 years will elapse. Ikiisha niongeze 2 years. So unapata people get depressed because they can't they can't maintain the lifestyle they were living. At the same time, if you have pension, your longevity at least itakuwa prolonged because you hauna stress, you'd saved earlier. So even you are retiring when you're happy. So you know you have money. If any case umekuwa mgonjwa, your medical bill will be sorted. Imagine retiring kama una anything. Si mtu atakaa hata 10 years. Uwezi depression, maybe you didn't educate your kids.
Unaanza kuomba. By the way, this is a very good way of finishing black tax, and probably one of the days we'll have a discussion around black tax. Black tax is when, like as a parent, maybe you are working, you're working here, sasa umeanza kudependia watoto wako, even your kids cannot grow. Because every time you're like, nitumie 2,000, nitumie 5,000, sijui nini inafanyika.
Then you start cursing the family.
Yes.
The wife is
ataki tuendelee. Sasa ameanza olewa bibi
nilikuwa nasaidiwa.
Chukueni insurance, tafadhali chukua insurance. We want to finish hii maneno ya black tax. Mmesikia? The options that are there. Jipange.
So, you find it when you retire, when you have money, everything will be taken care of. And normally when you retire, hizi magonjwa za uzeeni zinafika. And at that time, medical insurance will be very expensive because ni ile time uko na pressure, uko na nini, unasumbuka na. So insurance wakiona hii, premiums itakuwa juu because they will because this is a sure claim wameona. Claim imekuja. So utapata premiums ziko juu, hiyo pesa unafaa kulipa for you to be covered zimepanda. And you will find it most of the time unalipa but those diseases are not covered. Ama they have a long waiting period. So unaona saizi kama uko na pension, culture changes each and every time because saizi vile mababa zetu waliretire si vile sisi tutaretire. Like kitamba kukwa na even online banking bla bla bla. Ilikuwa tu lazima uende kwa bank. Saizi ukiretire, everything is digitalized. So everything becomes expensive. So unaona at least kama uko na pension inakusaidia. At the same time ukiretire, pension we normally have two options when it comes to retirement age. You can be given as a provident fund. Provident fund ni ile when you are retiring unapewa hiyo pesa lump sum. Yeah. So ukipewa pesa
like
lump sum,
what is in corporate we do the provident fund.
Yes, utapewa lump sum, si ndio? So after umepewa lump sum ndio unaweza decide kama unanunua annuities. You know annuities? Annuities is where you purchase it from the insurance company to be paying you every month. Ili usitumie pesa vibaya, you buy annuities from insurance.
Kama unalipwa salary
ni kama unalipwa, and the minimum you can do is 5 years. So they will spread that money at least for a longer time ndio usihangaike. Ama inaweza kuwa kama ni pension fund. Pension fund ni ile you will only be given a third of your money and the rest of the money itakuwa tena kuchukua annuities. So this one pension fund ni lazima. Na ile pension fund ukishapewa hiyo a third ndio utasema tu wacha niende na hiyo mnijipange nianze hata poultry farming nianze hii. So you will be paid every month. Okay. So you can have it in two different ways, as a provident fund ama as a pension fund. But if it is for government, automatically it will be pension fund
because ile inataka kuenda mpaka ya 60 years yenye unalipwa yote together kama hizi NHIF blah blah blah.
Like for example, when you have a pension fund with the personal pension
we are time bad. Okay,
tunamaliza. So for example, when you have a personal pension with the insurance company, it will also give you life insurance, life cover. At the same time, it also give you 15% tax relief. It will also give you tax exemption on maturity. At the same time, it will give you peace of mind. I will not die because of depression. So unaona kwa hizi vitu kama education policy, pension, saving plan with partial payment and without partial payment, if you do it with the insurance company, you will be given additional benefit like accidental death benefit. If death occurs as a result of accident, you will be compensated.
You are covered.
If you become permanent disability, you will be compensated. Last expense, your family hawatahangaika ati ndio unatafuta ile last expense. You will be sorted. Anything to do with the waiver of premium, you will be sorted. So unaona it's a one step shop for
like it's all inclusive.
Yes.
I think we've gotten very comprehensive.
And at the same time, you also give interest.
Yeah, like that one. It also the pension.
Yes,
accrues interest.
Accrues
yeah,
interest.
that one I know for sure because I think I have one of them, and yeah, I know that it does give interest. We have given quite comprehensive information about insurance. I have learned a lot. As an individual, I feel like I've learned quite a lot besides like what I really knew about insurance. And I think kidogo unanisway kidogo today I'll be sleeping thinking about it. Yes. So
protect
my one,
your family.
Yes. Black tax ebu tumalize, and also protect your family so that when you're not here, we do not have to worry who is paying school fees for your kids. My one last question is the loans that you give, probably, because I know there are people who will take this purposely to also access loans. How is the repayment? Do people repay monthly until they finish? How much interest does it accrue? So just before we wrap up.
So normally about interest, I can't say. I can say it is between 10 to 12%, depending on insurance company.
Ni kama ya bank.
Ni kama tu ya bank. Siwezi sema maybe today they will be giving interest of 11%, tomorrow 10, tomorrow 12. So
depending
it
on when
keeps
you've
changing.
applied,
So,
but the repayment is monthly.
The repayment is monthly. Ama you can even do a standing order. I am paying my loan quarterly. I'm paying my loan monthly. I am paying my loan annually.
So it gives you that flexibility.
It's like easy kama za premium. It gives you the flexibility.
Okay, so you just pay. Okay.
Na easy products zenye zimeongea zote about education policy, education policy, savings plan, and pension. You can even decide to pay for 2 years and you relax. Yes, there is the option of paying maximum of two years. Then minimum sini tu naweza sema ni one month. So it's flexible. At the same time, saizi unaweza anza hizo ma saving plan ama education policy ama pension. Unaweza anza kama saizi hauna pesa. We allow you to increase the premium. At the same time, we allow you to reduce the premium kama vitu zimekataana. Saizi nimeanza na 100,000 per month, 50,000 per month. Huko mbeleni kazi ikiisha, we allow you to reduce to the minimum.
To the minimum that you can be able to.
Yes. So it's flexible.
All right. So guys, I think we've given you the best that we can. I think we've brought a very good guest who's broken down insurance and what it's all about, demystified things that are about insurance. I know mtakuja hapa kuuliza kwa nini tena watu walipingi. I normally say read between the lines so that you don't breach contract.
Before they sign in for an insurance cover, you have to check on the liquidity of the company, asset base, in terms of their services, at the same time in terms of their return, and even the claims, how they handle the claims. So you should consider ama uende tu uko now everything is digitalized. Unasema this company was giving this company was giving this company was giving this. So you look at the liquidity, asset base, claim, and when the insurance company was started. So from there, at the same time, you can check on different quotation from different insurance company. You are allowed to shop around. So you check even the quotation, because maybe this insurance will only be giving you protection, but nothing on top of.
Hakuna any other benefit.
So you should consider such.
All right.
Yes.
So we will share Wendy's number here. She'll give us her number so that should you want to get any of these covers, and I would urge you to get some of these covers. I know from the discussion that we've had today, I'm actually thinking about it. I'm already flipping my mind. Which one should I go for? So she'll give us her contact so that should you wish to get any of this, you can be able to reach out to her.
Okay.
So Wendy, you can give your number.
Okay, so that my number is 0703 838 952. 0703 838 952.
All right.
Yes.
So thank you, Wendy. Guys could be wondering why we are not mentioning where she's working. It's because we are not here to endorse any specific insurance company, because of course we are not being paid to advertise for it. When and if Triple N grows, actually not if, I know for sure we are going to grow. So when we grow and those companies approach us and pay us to do that advertisement, then we will be able to do that. And we have to protect Triple N and also protect the insurer that she works for, but we've given you the number. Reach out to her in the event that you need any of these products. Tujilinde, tujiprotect, sindio?
Watu wa grow pamoja.
Watu wa grow pamoja. That is what she's telling us, to grow pamoja. Both our parents, our children, our families, let us take care of each other. Guys, if
and to make the last comment, even money market that I was talking about, you can do is at a chama chama level, where you open a money market account once as a group, then you deposit. At the same time, hakuna mtu atakimbia na pesa yenu. At the same time, it will be growing interest. So ni digital chama ile hakuna kusema nani amelipa late, nani amefanya hivi. It is where when you want to withdraw the money, the email cut across everyone,
every member,
and they have to say yes for the members to withdraw the money. Hautasema nani ndiye akona ATM
ameenda akatoa pesa.
It will be an email which will be CC to members, and they will have to
give an okay.
Yes. So watu wa chama, you people are sorted. You can start a money market account for your chama to get interest and for you to protect the little that you have. Yes.
All right. So guys, we wrap it up here. If you've not subscribed, kama kawaida, the subscribe button is below here. It's the red button yenye imeandikwa subscribe with a bell hapo hivyo. By you subscribing, you're supporting the work that you're doing. You'll be enabling us to bring you this content each and every day. And again, as always, subscription is
ni free. Wachukue simu ya kila mtu, hata kama wajui wa subscribe, colleague, neighbors.
Aya.
Hey.
Bas, mumesikia from the guest herself. Ngeta sisi tuweze kulipa insurance.
Yes.
So that is it, guys. And from our team, bye.
Thank you so
next
much.
Episode.
Thank you for having me.
Karibu sana Wendy, and thank you for the wealth of information that you have given us. This has just been an amazing episode.
Hey, thank you so much.
Asante.
It was nice being here. It was nice discussing. It was nice sharing. Yes, everything.
Naona hata mimi nimeanza kuchange mind.